Did you know that within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone, you've already made 11 judgments about them? Whether it's their trustworthiness, confidence, or even their intelligence, these initial impressions can have a lasting impact on how we perceive others. In this video, we'll be sharing 16 psychological tips that will help you read anyone instantly, allowing you to navigate social situations with ease and confidence. From body language cues to verbal communication patterns, these tips will give you a deeper understanding of the people around you and help you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Get ready to unlock the secrets of human behavior and become a master at reading people. Tip number 1, pay attention to facial expressions. Facial expressions can reveal a lot about a person's emotions and intentions. It's important to pay attention to subtle changes in someone's facial expressions, as they can give clues about their true feelings. For example, if someone is smiling but their eyes appear tense and their brow is furrowed, it could indicate that they're actually feeling uncomfortable or unhappy. On the other hand, if someone's eyes are wide and their eyebrows are raised, it could indicate surprise or excitement. Tip number 2, observe hand gestures. Hand gestures can reveal a lot about a person's thoughts and emotions. By observing a person's hand movements, you can get an insight into their confidence, anxiety, or even deception. For example, when someone's palms are facing upward, it can signal openness and honesty. Conversely, if someone is hiding their hands, it can be a sign of nervousness or dishonesty. If someone is clenching their fist tightly, it could indicate anger or aggression. Another common hand gesture is the fig leaf gesture, where a person's hands are clasped in front of their body, which can indicate discomfort or defensiveness. On the other hand, expansive hand gestures, such as arms outstretched, can suggest confidence and assertiveness. Tip number 3, take note of posture. Body language plays a crucial role in nonverbal communication, and paying attention to someone's posture and body movements can give you valuable insights into their personality and emotions. For example, if someone is standing tall with their shoulders back and chest out, they may exude confidence and authority. In contrast, if someone is hunched over or slouching, they may appear less confident or even insecure. Tip number 4, read eyebrow positions. The position of eyebrows can also provide valuable insights into someone's thoughts and emotions. Eyebrows can move up, down, or stay neutral, and each position can have a different meaning. When someone's eyebrows are raised, it can indicate surprise, disbelief, or even fear. For example, if you tell someone unexpected news and their eyebrows shoot up, it's a clear sign that they're taken aback. On the other hand, when someone's eyebrows are lowered, it can indicate anger, frustration, or concentration. For example, if you're having a heated discussion with someone and their eyebrows are furrowed, it's a clear sign that they're not pleased with what's being said. Neutral eyebrows, or the eyebrows are neither raised nor lowered, can indicate a calmer, indifferent state. Tip number 5, watch for eye movements. The eyes are often referred to as the window to the soul, and for good reason. Our eyes can convey a lot of information about what we're thinking and feeling, even if we're not consciously aware of it. When someone's recalling information, their eyes will often move in a certain pattern. For example, if they're recalling something they saw, their eyes may move up and to the left, and if they're recalling something they heard, their eyes may move to the side. Here are a few specific examples. If someone looks up and to the left, they may be accessing a visual memory. If someone looks up and to the right, they may be accessing a visual construct, such as imagining something. If someone looks to the left, they may be accessing a memory of something they heard. If someone looks to the right, they may be constructing something they might say. Tip number 6, analyze arm and leg movements. When trying to read somebody's body language, it's important to pay attention to their arm and leg movements. These movements can provide insight into their emotions, level of comfort, and interest in the conversation. Example, imagine you're in a job interview and the interviewer suddenly crosses their arms and legs when you bring up your previous work experience. This could be a sign that they're uncomfortable with the topic, or perhaps skeptical of your qualifications. On the other hand, if the interviewer leans forward with their arms and legs uncrossed while discussing the job responsibilities, it could be a sign that they're interested in you as a candidate. Tip number 7, take note of fidgeting and restlessness. When people are uncomfortable or nervous, they may exhibit signs of restlessness, such as fidgeting, tapping their feet, or shifting in their seats. These behaviors can be a strong indication of discomfort, and they can provide valuable insight into a person's emotional state. One common example of fidgeting and restlessness is tapping the foot. When someone is feeling anxious or agitated, they may begin tapping their foot without even realizing it. This behavior can be a sign that they're feeling uncomfortable, and it may indicate that they're eager to leave or move on from the current situation. Another example of fidgeting is playing with objects such as pens, rings, or hair. This can be a sign of nervousness or boredom, and it may indicate that the person is not fully engaged in the conversation or activity at hand. Tip 8. Observe changes in breathing. Breathing is one of the most basic and automatic functions of our body, but it can also be a telling sign of our emotional state. When people experience stress, anxiety, or other intense emotions, their breathing patterns often change. This is because the body's natural fight-or-flight response kicks in, causing the heart rate to increase and breathing to become more shallow and rapid. To read someone's breathing patterns, observe their chest and abdomen. Notice how quickly or slowly they're breathing, and whether their breathing is shallow or deep. You can also pay attention to whether their breathing is regular or irregular. For example, if someone is feeling anxious or nervous, you may notice that their breathing is shallow and rapid, with their chest rising and falling quickly. On the other hand, if someone is feeling calm and relaxed, their breathing may be slower and deeper, with their abdomen expanding and contracting as they breathe. Tip 9. Look for mimicry. Mimicry, or the act of imitating someone else's behaviors or expressions, is a powerful non-verbal communication tool that can reveal a lot about a person's emotions and intentions. When we feel comfortable and at ease with someone, we tend to unconsciously mimic their actions and expressions, a phenomenon known as mirroring. One way to spot mimicry is to pay attention to the other person's body language and see if it mirrors your own. For example, if you cross your arms and the other person does the same, it could indicate that they're mirroring your behavior and feeling defensive or closed off. On the other hand, if you lean in toward them and they do the same, it could suggest that they're interested and engaged in the conversation. Mimicry can also extend to facial expressions, such as smiling or frowning. If you notice that the other person is copying your facial expressions, it could be a sign that they're trying to build rapport with you. Tip 10. Analyze the physical distance. Physical distance can reveal a lot about a person's level of comfort, interest, and even dominance in a situation. Understanding these signals can help you read anyone instantly. When analyzing physical distance, observe how close or far away someone stands or sits from you or others. If someone stands too close, it may indicate that they're trying to dominate the situation or are overly interested in what you have to say. Conversely, if someone stands too far away, it may suggest that they're disinterested or uncomfortable. Tip 11. Observe grooming behaviors. Grooming behaviors are another subtle yet informative aspect of nonverbal communication. When people feel nervous or anxious, they tend to engage in grooming behaviors such as touching their hair, adjusting their clothes, or fidgeting with jewelry. By observing these behaviors, you can gain insights into how someone is feeling, even if they're not expressing it verbally. An example of grooming behavior is when someone is in an uncomfortable situation or talking about a sensitive topic. They might fidget with their watch or bracelet or adjust their clothes repeatedly. If you notice someone doing this, it may be a sign that they're feeling anxious or nervous. Another example is when someone is trying to impress someone, they might groom themselves more carefully. For instance, they might fix their hair, check their teeth in a mirror, or straighten their tie or shirt. On the other hand, if someone is feeling uninterested or disengaged, they might show less interest in grooming themselves, such as not bothering to fix their hair or dress. Tip 12. Pay attention to clothing choices. Clothing can be a powerful form of self-expression, and it can also offer insights into a person's personality, social status, and even mood. Paying attention to someone's clothes choices can be a helpful way to read them more accurately. For example, if someone is wearing expensive designer clothing, it could suggest that they value luxury and status. On the other hand, if someone is dressed casually in comfortable clothes, it may indicate that they prioritize comfort and practicality. Furthermore, the colors and styles of clothing can also provide clues about a person's personality. For instance, someone who wears bright, bold colors may be more outgoing and extroverted, while someone who wears darker, more subdued colors may be more introverted or reserved. Tip 13. Study the tone of voice. The tone of voice can convey a range of emotions, including anger, happiness, sadness, and excitement. By paying attention to a person's tone of voice, you can gain valuable insights into their emotional state and how they're feeling at the moment. When analyzing a person's tone of voice, it's important to consider factors such as pitch, volume, and rhythm. A higher pitch can indicate excitement or anxiety, while a lower pitch can suggest anger or sadness. Volume can indicate assertiveness or submission, while rhythm can suggest confidence or hesitation. For example, suppose you're negotiating a deal with a potential client, and they speak in a quiet, monotone voice. This tone of voice may suggest that they're not confident in their position or may be hesitant to engage in a negotiation. Conversely, if they speak in a strong, assertive tone of voice, it may indicate that they're confident in their position and are willing to negotiate for what they want. Tip 14. Pay attention to the words they use. The words people use can reveal a lot about their personalities, beliefs, and emotions. Paying attention to the words they use can help you understand them better and even predict their behavior in certain situations. One aspect of paying attention to the words someone uses is their use of pronouns. For example, someone who uses a lot of I statements may be more self-focused, while someone who uses a lot of we statements may be more collaborative and focused on group goals. Additionally, someone who frequently uses the pronoun you may be more critical or judgmental, while someone who uses the pronoun they may be more detached or impartial. Another important aspect of paying attention to someone's words is their use of filler words. For instance, you can pay attention to filler words such as or like. This can indicate that the person is struggling to articulate their thoughts, or that they are nervous or unsure. Tip 15. Look for inconsistencies between words and body language. When verbal and nonverbal cues do not align, it signals a conflict between what a person is saying and what they truly feel. To spot these discrepancies, close attention must be paid to both the words and accompanying nonverbal cues. One indication of inconsistency is contradictory gestures. If someone appears negative while saying something positive, they may be trying to mask their true feelings. Similarly, a person's facial expression may not match their words, revealing an inner conflict. Detecting these nonverbal cues can help you understand someone's true feelings and thoughts. Another example is detecting fake smiles. While a smile can indicate friendliness, a genuine one will involve crinkling around the eyes. In contrast, a fake smile will only engage the mouth. By paying attention to a person's eye movements, you can identify a smile that is insincere. Tip 16. Take note of how they respond to questions. A person's response to a question can reveal their thought process, level of confidence, and honesty. It's essential to pay attention to the way they answer to gain a deeper understanding of their personality and motives. When observing how someone responds to a question, pay attention to the timing, completeness, tone, and content of their response. Timing is crucial because a quick response could suggest confidence or impulsive behavior, while a delayed response could indicate uncertainty or the need to think carefully before answering. The completeness of their response is also important, as an incomplete or evasive answer could suggest that they're trying to conceal information or are uncomfortable discussing the subject. By understanding these tips and applying them in your daily interactions, you can improve your ability to read people accurately and effectively. Remember, it's not about manipulating or deceiving others, but rather about building better relationships through understanding and empathy. Practice these tips consistently, and you'll be well on your way to becoming a master at reading anyone instantly. Thank you for watching.